Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Popcorn and Coffee and Movie Podcast Table Talk, where we talk about tables and movies. I'm
Yeah,
your
we
host,
do.
Jesse, and here's my co-host Hazel, as always.
Hey, everyone, and happy St. Patty's Day 2022.
There it is.
And we've got a special movie for you.
Did that rhyme?
It did, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. That is very leprechaun of you.
What I do.
Well, okay. So for today, actually, we are getting into 2007's Once.
Not to be confused with 2008 Once, just saying.
Which is what? I don't even know.
There's nothing. Yeah.
Okay, I see. For some reason, this movie, I always got confused with, you remember the one with Don Cheadle and Adam Sandler, and he played like a homeless musician. You know what I'm talking about? Came out around the same time.
The Soloist?
No,
I was going to say
that was Robert Downey Jr. and Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yeah. The
No,
other
it's the
white.
same. Yeah. But the whole premise, and I remember that movie, but tangent alert. The premise of that movie was like he was homeless and you weren't sure if he had mental problems, and Don Cheadle takes him in and tries to help him. Maybe they went to school together, maybe they didn't, I don't remember. But it was all just Adam Sandler's character battling depression because his family died in like 9/11.
Yes, I do remember that one.
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie. Yeah,
that's not a good.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna look it up now though, because we need to know what the title of this movie was. I feel awful.
I feel like I've seen that. Like I know I've watched it, but I don't know. Like maybe I haven't. Maybe I've just like somebody told me the plot and I watched the trailer and now I've seen it. I don't know.
Premise wise though, like, or at least look wise, this movie reminds me of that movie and vice versa. I'm gonna look. Just you talk about something.
Yeah. Oh, we don't do coffee talks on this typically, but I am gonna say,
okay.
Went to the Rabbit today after my run. All right.
Mm-hmm.
They have for St. Patty's Day special. It's a white chocolate, matcha green tea, or no, not green tea. It's a white chocolate matcha mint. Frappe. Delicious.
I don't know what,
by the way. They're only serving it for 2 days. It's like a green. It's like a green thing. Like they put it in like the matcha green teas. It's just a green.
Oh,
for hipsters, stuff like that. But it's delicious. They're only serving it today and tomorrow, so I will probably go and get another one tomorrow because it was so good for St. Patty's Day. So
okay, I found that other movie.
Yes,
it was called Reign Over Me.
Yep, that's it.
Can you guess what year it came out?
2007.
2007. 2007. Yep, that's why I got them confused. You know what other movie this reminds me of? Before we get into 2007's Once, there was one with Chris Evans.
American Werewolf in London.
No. Nice. There was one with Chris Evans. Where he plays Chris Evans, where he plays maybe he played a flute or a sax. Okay. And the whole movie is about him and this one woman having an encounter, and it all takes place in like one night. And it's just the two of them doing different things, but he plays like a musician.
Okay.
Reminded me of that, and I don't remember that one was called either, but that was a good movie as well.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that one. I don't even think I heard of it. But
you ready to jump into this one?
Yeah, let's jump into Once.
What's the plot of this?
The plot is a street musician / vacuum cleaner fixer, repairman, seeks to record his songs and become famous. All in this time, he meets a girl who he starts to fall for and finds out she can play piano, and then they record together. So, and then he leaves her, buys her a piano, and never speaks to her again.
That is the gist of the plot. The runtime's only like an hour and 20 minutes, so it's a very quick film. It's a Irish film. I believe the whole thing was made in Dublin, um, starring a lot of local people. So he plays an Irishman, she plays a Czech girl, and maybe she was in real life. I'm not sure. Glenn Hansard, Marketa Arglova, Hugh Walsh, Gerard Hendrick, Alistair Foley, a bunch of people. Written and directed by John Carney. I have no idea who any of these people are.
No, they're the two. Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, this was just an unknown film.
Yeah, the two main characters in the film, guy and girl. Oh, that's what they're on IMDb as.
I know. I noticed that in the credits at the end of the movie.
They are actual musicians. So
yeah.
that's
like he was in a band. I saw that.
Yeah. Music was really good. I enjoyed it. That's kind of my style, that acoustic, kind of awkward, I guess. Not awkward, but
it was an indie film too.
Yeah.
Which it kind of surprised me because the budget was $150,000, which for the type of movie it was, that doesn't seem like low.
No, I feel like for $150,000, they probably could have done better camera work.
I'm not sure what the money went towards, for sure.
Yeah.
Because when I looked at the budget, I'm like, that's actually, and maybe I'm just an idiot, but that seems like quite a bit of money. Granted, it made well over $20 million gross in the box office alone. Right. So when people watched it, people loved it.
Yeah. Could have been towards promoting. A lot of that could have just been straight towards promoting. It could have
been marketing for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It reminded me. The filming style and stuff reminded me of The Office, when they're like making shots from far off, like when they're not talking to the camera, but like when they're just like at that opening scene where he's chasing that guy because he stole his. I was just like, this is just The Office doc crew recording, and they don't know it. That's what it looked like. That scene
was awesome though, because then he hunts him down and he still gives him some of the money.
Yeah, they acted like they knew each other or something. I don't know.
I know.
I guess that's how the Irish are, though. Very friendly people.
What'd you think of the plot itself? So it's really guy meets girl, guys got relationship problems, girls got relationship problems, and how do you feel the whole movie resolved in the end?
I didn't hate it. Like, the plot and stuff, even the story and stuff wasn't terrible. Like, I mean, she had a kid with another guy. I believe they were married, but they were separated, or he just kind of left something, whatever. It was nice to see that she didn't leave, her kid and everything for this guy that she liked.
Oh yeah.
That I liked about it was that she stayed, and then ended up, like, her and her husband ended up working everything out and stuff.
And he was in a relationship, but she had cheated on him, and so he moved away or moved back home, I guess, because the movie he lives with his dad the whole time. And he's really hurt by that. But I thought the story was really good, in as much as they kept it really contained, and the movie, the characters as a whole felt more like kindred spirits.
Mm-hmm.
They really bonded over the things that they had common interest in.
Yeah.
And it never got romantic. I mean, there was a couple times where he tried, because he's a guy.
Right.
But once he realized that's not what she wanted, he was completely cool with just being friends. And so since the movie didn't dramatically go in that direction, it really freed it up to just be fun at that point.
Yeah.
Because it would have been a whole different movie if they'd have fallen in love and then she decided to go back to her husband and there was tension there, romantic tension. None of that was present in this movie.
Right.
Because the whole time he still wanted his girlfriend that he left, even though he was hurt. And she still wanted to make things work out between her husband. And they were never giving each other advice of like, nah, don't go back to that person. That person sucks.
Yeah.
The whole time they were there kind of looking out for each other and be like, yes, go back, you know?
Hmm.
So I really enjoyed that about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And two, when I think once he kind of started getting his music career going, which she kind of helped kickstart it
Oh,
in a
no
way. Like
doubt.
if he had
Yeah.
not met her, he would still be playing on the streets.
Oh, yeah.
That I mean, I think that was his end goal, was he wanted to be a professional musician and play at big shows and stuff. And
Yeah.
I think once he found that and knew he was going in that direction, and she wasn't going to follow with him, he was like okay with that, and just like, all right, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
But yeah, it was.
Story wise, I thought it was simple, and simple
Yeah.
is nice every now and
Mm-hmm.
then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't waiting for a twist ending. I wasn't waiting. It went where my mind thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
And so when it was over, I was like, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
pleasant, you know? And it was just a pleasant movie.
Yeah.
The biggest takeaway for me is probably the fact that they both have very thick accents. The entire cast has very thick accents. And this is a pro and a con. The dialogue is very hard to understand. There were scenes
Yeah.
when I talked to Vera and I was like, I had no idea what they just said to each other. But what I really, really liked about it was as soon as they would be scenes where there's chunks of dialogue, they would sing a song. And this song would pretty much tell the story of what the movie is doing anyway.
Yeah.
So you didn't need the dialogue. It could have been a silent film outside of whenever they were singing, and it would have worked just as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the songs really they were the backbone to this film. They carried the scenes. They told what was happening in the scenes. There was a couple times where I did get frustrated. I was like, is this song going to end? But then I was like, no, it's telling the story. Don't get you can't be angry at it.
Exactly.
But yeah, because when they were playing a song, they played the whole song. They didn't.
Oh, I know. And there wasn't any cutaways. It was just the two of them sitting there at instruments and just playing, you know. Borderline looked like music video stuff at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was. And I think that was to a certain extent done intentionally.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I love the fact that his guitar like had a hole in the side of it from where him playing it so much. Like that's really cool.
Aesthetically, the whole movie had a really nice feel to it.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with that. He finds some other street performers and he's like, hey, you guys just come with me and we're going to go record together. And they're like, heck yeah, we'll do that. And then they do. And those guys felt just as like, oh yeah, we've been doing this in the streets for 25 years. You know?
Yeah. It was funny. The producer, when they first got in there, was just like, this is going to be terrible. And they start playing. He's like, then he gets into it. He's like, okay. Yeah, this is really cool.
So good. And the songs were really gripping. Like they weren't just cookie cutter cliche songs. They really drove the emotional heart of the movie. The big scene that stands out to me was when they're on the bus and she's asking him questions. And the only way he could tell the story is to sing them, but he was singing them in different styles. He was telling the story about him getting, or her cheating on him, and he's singing like a country song almost. And then he starts getting real angry, so he starts singing it like a rock song and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, that's just so clever. It's so well done.
Yeah. There was a lot of language in it.
There was.
But it's an Irish movie. It's based in Ireland. I think that word over there, because it was the F word, was used mostly. That's just how they talk over there. Like that's I'm not saying it's right or anything, but I'm just saying like that's how they talk. That's their culture. So is what
they talk here.
Well, I mean, over there, I don't think over there it's like culturally like considered a bad word like it is over here.
No idea.
But
so we watched this movie in light of St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And before watching it, Vera told me, she's like, we watched this years ago when we first got together. And she's like, you said you liked it. So it would have been like 2009. It had been out for a while at that point. I was like, I do not remember watching this movie. Do not remember watching this movie. She said, you said it was good. I was like, I was probably lying. I still, after watching it, do not remember watching it. But before we started watching it, I was like, I don't want to watch this movie. I don't want to watch it.
I didn't
Okay, I
either.
would rather go, and the one movie that came to my mind was that Disney movie, Luck of the Irish, the best. And I was like, let's just go watch that. I don't want to watch that either, but
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Will I watch it again? I don't know. Like it's worth a once watch.
you think so?
Yeah. I
I'd
mean,
probably
I'm not,
revisit it, but it would only be like a once a year thing. It's not like a one I'm gonna watch all the time.
yeah. Because it is slow for being an hour and a half movie. It doesn't like, it's not fast paced.
No,
Uh,
but man, every time they start to sing, it transcends to a whole different format to me, you
mhm.
know. So I could the scene with them at the piano, that's probably the most well-known song.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it was called.
Yeah. I don't either.
But even that song he was singing at the beginning, where he's like yelling, he's in the streets and it was at night,
Yeah.
and he's just belting that song out. I was just engrossed. I was just like, okay, this is where we're at. This is what we're
Yeah.
doing. And then that's the same song that they showed to the banker when they were trying to get a loan.
Hmm. And then the banker pulls out a guitar and starts playing. It's like, what is going on?
It was so funny. But it was like a serendipity movie. You know, it was one of those things where there was no dramatic tension. Everything played out for our characters exactly how they needed them to. There wasn't a struggle really. They weren't fighting against anything.
Right.
They went to go get the recording and he's like $3,000 and she says one. And then they agreed on two.
Yeah.
But like the guy seemed like he wasn't going to budge from three at all.
Uh-huh.
But the movie needed him to budge, so he budged, you know. And
Yeah.
then they needed the loan, and they didn't go get the loan before they got the agreement,
Right.
and he just gave. So it wasn't. There's not a ton to take away from the movie. It's just, do you want to sit down for an hour and 20 minutes and watch two people walk through something
Hmm.
and just be okay? Would just be okay with that and be happy with that, you know.
Right.
And I was when I'm like you said with the producer at the end who's sitting there like, oh, these hobos off the street rented this for cheaper than we normally rent it out for. And then they start playing and his childish grin of like, this is going to be fun.
Hmm.
And then they all load up in his car and go down to the beach and just play the songs they just recorded. It was just a happy movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is a hard watch. It's not an easy watch. Again, with the dialogue, if you're the type of person where you get frustrated because you can't hear them or understand them,
Hmm.
you're going to have trouble with this movie because it's not, but that's not what it's for.
You know what? I would like to see them remake this movie with a better cast. Okay. Keep it the same length. Don't add or take anything away from it. Just make the filming better, keep all the same songs, and just get like a different, newer cast, like actual actors and stuff to play the parts. And just see what they can do with it. Like, see if it changes, maybe makes it a little better. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
would-
yeah, we're more privy to American movies. So we're just like, yeah, if it was American, it'd probably be better.
Yeah.
One big takeaway I had, and just to go on from the point that you just made, and if they were to ever like remake this in America with two different actors, everyone else didn't even seem like they were in the movie. I saw people in the background just staring at them. They weren't extras. They were just people on the street, and they would just stare at the camera and be like, what are they doing here?
Yeah. Yeah.
But those two could wear a scarf. They
Oh
both
yeah.
were wearing scarves, and I was like, man, they look great in scarves. So if you're going to cast two American people for the remake, they have to look good in a scarf.
Okay. Name your two. I've got my two. I want you to name your two for the remake.
Okay, I've got an actor. I need an actress. Hold on. Oh. Okay, go ahead. Who do you got?
All right, here we go. Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Hilary Swank.
Oh gosh. It's a P.S. I Love You sequel.
Oh wait, they already made that movie. Never mind.
I would say you cast someone like Zac Efron. You still do it low budget.
Yeah. Yeah.
In within the States, you know. I don't know. I don't know who would do good at in a few.
She was kind of like
casting a little bit more seriously than you just did.
Yeah, she was kind of homely, I would say. So maybe like a uh who's the Twilight? What's her name?
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart.
You could do it. I was thinking even, and I don't know if she can sing or not, but like a Karen Gillan.
Yeah.
I don't know if she could sing.
You're getting too pretty of people though for that. You're getting pretty actors. You're talking Zac Efron and Karen
Okay,
Gillan.
but I'm just thinking you said it, you just said it in like New Hampshire.
Yeah.
They got to be wearing scarves. It can't be on the
Oh
West
no, yeah,
Gotta be on the
definitely
East Coast.
East Coast, Upper East Coast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Said it in Wisconsin and get two people with accents.
No, we don't want that. Ding, a ding, a ding, a ding.
But and going back to what I said at the beginning, a big thing that was reminding me of the movie with Chris Evans was it was the same kind of movie. It was a very serendipity night, and like you thought they were going to get romantically involved, they never did, and it was just them walking together for a while, and then they went their separate ways, and they were fine, and it was all happy. That is what. So in terms of plot wise, the movie that I'm talking about with Chris Evans is almost the same thing, and I want to say he directed it.
Are you sure it was Chris Evans or Mark Ruffalo?
No, it's Chris Evans.
Okay. Because this director did another movie with Mark Ruffalo and Keira Knightley, and it was another like music
I know what you're talking about.
movie,
Yeah.
which came out in like 13, I think. I never seen
I
that
want
one.
to say it was Michelle Monaghan and Chris Evans. That's what I want to say.
Okay.
That might be it. Yes, I believe that's it. Playing it cool. No, that might not be it. Before we go.
Before we go.
Before we go. Oh, yeah. Watch that movie. That's a good movie.
Okay.
And I don't know what this actress has been in. She's Alice Eve. Alice Eve. Oh, she was in Star Trek Into Darkness.
Okay.
Anyways, off topic. You have anything else to say about 2007's Once?
Nope.
Romantic musical comedy. And I would say it's a musical.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Sense of a musical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The music, like I mean, we said the music drives the film.
Oh yeah.
It's the backbone, the crux of it. It's so yeah. Yeah, no, I got nothing else to say.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about it either. Why don't you drive us on home? Park it.
All right. If you liked what you hear, head over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a review, comment, tell us what you thought. You can also check us out on Google and Spotify. This is going to be dropping on YouTube, obviously. So you can head over to YouTube and leave a comment, like, subscribe, and hit us up on Instagram with a DM, and we will respond to you. So
yeah, and if you like what you see here, guys, be ready, because coming in about a week and a half, we're going to start going through the Moon Knight series as it drops on Disney Plus. So
Yep.
that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that.
yeah, Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac, schizophrenic superhero.
There's your musician for the remake of Once America.
No, because you see, he did Inside Llewyn Davis for the Coen brothers, and it was that kind of same feel, because I thought the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Go watch the trailer to that movie and you'll be like, okay, he's already done this.
Okay. All right.
He definitely has. He could,
All
though.
right.
But
Yeah.
anyway, all right.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
Bye.